Hello, hello, hello. I'm disturbedcanon. You can call me Disturbed. And today we're going to be doing something slightly less budget than normal. So normally we try to stay like around 30 ticks. Today we are not going to be doing that. I don't have it up here. Where is it? Budget Esper. There we are. So we're a little bit pushing our MTGO ticks budget a little bit. We're playing for around 81 ticks, $81 for Magic Online, and that's because I really felt like I wanted to play some Ad Nauseum. As I keep often saying, I am a Dimir player. I play a lot of Esper because of that, and Ad Nauseum is just it's just a really fun deck that I've spent a lot of time with. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a really good deck, and so I felt like I wanted to push the budget a little bit, play a little bit more expensive than I normally would. So we're running some fetch lands, we're running some getting into the trials. We've got some interesting cards going on, so let's break down what we've got going on. This is not your traditional Ad Nauseum, as you might have already seen. We are running the Cimmerian Spirit Guide Lightning Storm, and we are running Ad Nauseum, but you won't see a lot of the other cards that you would see in an Ad Nauseum deck because we're trying to play a little bit more of a controlling game plan than traditional Ad Naus is. We're running both Phyrexian Unlife and Solemnity. If you don't know what these two cards do together, they make it so that you cannot die to damage, period. It makes it really hard for a lot of decks to kill you. Then we've got getting into the trials for his 0 emblem to make it hard just another way to make it really hard to die. We've got Wrath of Gods. We've got Dovin's Vetoes, searches to help us find the Ad Nauseum. Sleight of Hand, Serum Visions to help us find various pieces. Periphery Nodes to help remove things. We're just across the board doing several different things, trying to control the board a little bit more than normal. The reason I feel like this is decent is because Cimmerian Spirit Guide kind of synergizes well with Phyrexian Unlife Solemnity because it allows us to get out a turn 2 Phyrexian Unlife into a turn 3 Solemnity, and then most decks will just scoop because they have no way of killing us anymore. And then we can just sit there and draw through our deck until we kill our opponent. So that's our general game plan, is just to win either through Ad Nauseum or just locking our opponent out of the game. In the sideboard, we have the answers to several different decks. We've got Detention Sphere, Sentinel Totem for Graveyard, Defense Grid for Control, Alpine Moon for Tron, Spreading Seas for Tron, Greater Oromancy, Aegis of the Gods, various different things for various different matchups. So that's the deck. Let's play a little bit of Modern. Been a little while for me. I've been playing a little bit too much Pioneer lately. I like Pioneer plenty well, but you know, it's good to change it up. I apparently have Lantern Control selected. I'm gonna move this so I can change decks. Where are you? There you are. Submit. Yay. Because as much as you guys would like to see my... Oh, wait. No infinite combo? Okay, that's fine. I thought he might have been asking for meta decks, and I did. This is definitely not a meta deck. Alright, so we've got our first game here. We're going up against Rebecca Brown. Good luck, Rebecca. I would love to play first. Please and thank you. We've got some lands. We've got some redraws. I guess we'll keep this. We don't really have any of the things that we would normally want, but this Serum Visions should fix several draws, and we've got Sleight of Hand for after that. So I think we'll keep. We're going to lead on this Seachrome Coast, make them think that we're some kind of control deck. I think. Or maybe, you know, something other than what we are is generally the game plan. I think I'm going to keep the search, bin the Sacred Foundry, and pass turn. Pass through their turn. They play a mountain, play a swift spear. What? I have 4 minutes? What's going on? Okay, that's weird. Something's going on here. Concede match. Tried to concede that match earlier, didn't I? Okay, so we're back with that. Okay, that's weird. So let's just lead on this search. We're gonna try to Kaya's Guile, make him sack the Monastery Swift Spear, gain some life next turn. Hopefully this Kaya's Guile will help, and the search will help us find board wipes and various different pieces we'll need against a burn / creature heavy matchup like this. So they're getting in with their Swift Spear. Looks like they're probably going to try and cast a Kiln Fiend. No, a Soulscar Mage. Okay. I was expecting a Kiln Fiend. Another Soulscar Mage. Well, that's a lot of creatures. Hopefully we draw Wrath of God here soon. Let's see what's on top of our library. We don't really want that, so we'll bin that. Lightning Storm. We really don't want that. Okay. So we can Kaya's Guile. That'll allow us to kill one of their things and gain some life. I think we'll do it on their turn. We'll do it on their turn so that we can see what they do. So, because if they play a bunch of things, it might be better to make a 1/1 to block a creature than it will be to gain full life. That might end up gaining us more life. Alright, now a 1/1 will do nothing. So, that's something. That's interesting information. So, this might just be over already. Yep, there's a lava spike. Alright, we're gonna have to fetch shock, which hurts quite a bit. Double black, double white, double blue. So water grave untapped. That's what we need. Each opponent sacrifices, and we gain 4 life. That essentially said gain 1 life, get an untapped water grave. And they passed through the attack step. Well, I'll take it. You know? Phyrexian Unlife, we would love that. No, we do not want to bin that. That says gain 10 life right now. That's where we're at. We don't need it this turn, I hope. So I think we'll slide a hand first. We don't need 2, so I'll take the Flooded Strand. Slide a hand. Wrath of God or Ad Nauseum. Oh, both of those are really good. We're a little ways off of the Ad Nauseum. We have the lands for it, but it'll take a minute to get to. Next turn, we can drop the Phyrexian Unlife. Can they deal 26 damage to us over the course of these 2 turns? I don't think they can, so I think we go for Ad Nauseum. So we'll play the Flooded Strand and pass. We get to flip this search if the top card of our library isn't super important, which is interesting. I don't know that it does anything of importance, but we're actually not a little ways off of Ad Nauseum. We could cast it next turn if we had Unlife up. Alright, so they're going to spike our face. We're down to 13. They get in for 4. They played and cracked a Sunbaked Canyon, so we're down to 9 now. On the instep, we crack Flooded Strand. We need double black. We've got double everything else, so I guess we grab. Let's grab the Godless Shrine. Tapped. Untap. Surveil 1. Let's see. We actually have the 7 in our graveyard. So do we want Serum Visions? We don't really want Serum Visions anyway. So yeah, we'll transform that. Ooh, we can drop the Periphery Nodes as well. That's good. So we'll actually drop the Periphery Nodes first. Then we'll Phyrexian Unlife. And then we will just pass turn. So we're at a virtual 18 right now because we can take an additional 10 infect after we're at 0. So it should be pretty hard for us to just die here, but we'll see. They play Steamkin, that doesn't kill us. They get in for 2, that really doesn't kill us. So we're still at 6. Periphery Nodes goes off. They have to sack a creature. Or they have to sack their Steamkin, I think specifically. Or is it Power? Oh, I get to kill one of the things. I should really read my cards more. I think I'll kill Soulscar Mage. So I get to play land. And now I get to Ad Naus. Yes, I would love to repeat this a bunch of times. Please and thank you. I'm just going to draw pretty much everything in my library. If you've never seen Ad Naus go off before, this is what it looks like. You just draw until your library's gone. Yep. Just a bunch of clicking yes. Yep. 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 Alright. No more repeating because I have no cards in the library. Now I get to exile Spirit Guide. Exile Spirit Guide. I'm actually going to tap this for mana. And choose you. With the Lightning Storm. My opponent gets to respond, and they just scoop. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I get to pitch a bunch of lands to Lightning Storm, and they die. Is essentially what happens. Because I have way more lands than they do at that point. So, what do we want to do here? Aegis of the Gods can protect us from some of the direct burn. Or at least redirect some of it to it. Nothing else really speaks to me as Detention Sphere might be interesting. It's a good removal spell. Hey, hush. I'm sorry. Let me handle that for just a second. It appears to be handled. I'm sorry. Okay, so a lot of barking going on behind me. But we're going to go into game 2 against Rebecca Brown. So we've got 3 lands, 2 wraths, sleight of hand, Gideon. We'll definitely keep this. I think this is a pretty decent hand against what our opponent is doing. We're just going to F6 through their turn. We have nothing that we can do at instant speed. The question is, do we want to shock? I don't think we do. I think we play Watery Grave tapped and pass through their turn. So, pass through their turn. What do you want to do, opponent? We drew a Spirit Guide. They've got a Sunbaked Canyon and a Soulscar Mage. They play Steamkin and get in for 1. So we're not really being pressured by our opponent yet, which is great. That Steamkin could become a problem, though, and I would like to get up to this Wrath early. The Spirit Guide allows us to cast Wrath at on turn 3 if we need to. Search is good. We'll grab Lightning Storm when we go off. We don't need it now. And I'll just pass through this turn, I believe. Yeah. So we can shock it. I should have played the Hallowed Fountain tapped, but I just wasn't thinking. So they've got a couple cards in hand. I expect to see... What's this? 2 mana? These decks never play 2 mana. Okay, Manamorphose. Yep. Red spell. Make it 2 red. And they Manamorphose again. Well, are we just dead here, actually? Is that what we're looking at? Because that's already 6 power. If they can cast 1 more spell, which I imagine they can, then they can use the Steamkin to make more mana. There's a Lava Spike. That puts us down to 16. They have 2 mana up, and they can use the Steamkin. But they are running out of cards, so they light up the stage to get some more. Let's see, they've got Mountain and Lightning Bolt off that. They've got 9 power up. They can Lightning Bolt us. So at a virtual 6 right now. Yep, you go opponent. Lightning Bolt out of exile, so now we're at an actual 5, which is very bad. 3, an actual 3, okay. Well, yeah, we should have played the Hallowed Fountain. Oh, Seachrome Coast, never punished. Never punished. So this Simian Spirit Guide is coming in super clutch, because we get to exile that and Wrath of God on turn 3, which is just way better than we should, way better than we deserve. But the Spirit Guide is coming in clutch. So we'll just pass through the turn. We have Kai's Guile to get back up to 7, but if they have a Lightning Bolt here, we're just done. Nothing we can do about it. They have 2 crack lands. Are we just conceding here? Nope, that doesn't do it. Bedlam Reveler, that technically doesn't do it. Pretty much does, but it doesn't technically. Lava Dart, still technically doesn't kill us. Brings us down to 1. What do you have, opponent? Burst Lightning, that kills us. Okay, there we go. Well, that's not unexpected. Oh, wait. I never pulled cards out last time, so I have 64 cards in library. The dog's barking distracted me. Okay, so we have too many cards in library, but we have a Phyrexian Unlife that says gain 10, and then we have Ad Naus and Periphery Node. So we're keeping this. Yeah, I think we're keeping this. So we need a black for this Ad Naus, so I'm going to lead on Flooded Strand and crack it on the instep. For a, I believe, let's see, I need blue, double white, double black. This deck's a little heavy on the mana, so I think I'm going to grab Godless Shrine. I think that's what I have to grab here. Godless Shrine, there you are. I would not like to pay 2 life. Untap. Marsh Flats, perfect. So I can get this Phyrexian Unlife out now, but I think I will wait. And I'm going to play the Periphery Nodes, and then I'm going to crack the Marsh Flats on there instead. Grabbing a Watery Grave. There's nothing I'm going to be doing at instant speed, but I need to have the mana up to fake it, so to speak. They Lava Spike us. We go down to 16. Soulscar Mage goes up to a 2/3. They Lightning Molt us. We go down to 13. They get a 3/4. So we're going down to 10 here, but we're killing their Soulscar Mage, which makes their burn significantly worse, which is great for us. We'll crack this, grab a Water Grave, tapped, untap. So we lose our Periphery nodes here, but we kill their Soulscar Mage, and we probably convince them not to be casting any more creatures for a turn. Yep, it dies. We draw a Serum Visions. So I think what we do here is we Hallowed Fountain untapped, Phyrexian Unlife, and then next turn we're going to cast the Ad Naus off the back of the Spirit Guide if we draw a land, and then we win. So let's see what our opponent does here. If we don't draw a land, we might be in trouble. We're at a virtual 17. Phyrexian Unlife makes our burn matchup actually pretty decent, because all we have to do is get it down. And they just play a Fire Islet, crack it, and run a Lightning Bolt into our face. Alright, well, we did not draw a land, but Aegis of the Gods is good here. We draw a Spirit Guide, and no lands on top. So we're just going to bottom both of these. We don't need those. And we're going to run out this Aegis of the Gods. Buy us a little bit more life, a little more time. And pass the turn. So now we can actually resolve this Ad Nauseum. But the problem is we won't have enough Spirit Guides left to cast the Lightning Storm. Well, Aegis of the Gods eats a Lightning Bolt. That essentially 2 mana gain 3. Not upset about that. What's our opponent doing here? They crash through for no value. Just to cantrip. And we draw another Spirit Guide. Oh. Well, we can't go off. Oh, well, we can play a land. Because we've missed our land drop, so we can go off here. We can win here. So I'm going to go ahead and exile Spirit Guide, whatever, black, Ad Naus. I would love to repeat this process. Yes, 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 yes. So we're going to need to play one of our basics, which we will be able to draw, fortunately. So that we can cast this Lightning Storm. Fortunately, we don't need colored mana, because all of our red mana is in the form of Shocklands. Actually, I suppose it doesn't matter right now, does it? No, we would not like to repeat this anymore. Let's find... Where is it? This basic island. Find our Spirit Guides. There you are. Oh no, we do have one more Spirit Guide. Oh crap. Oh crap. Well, we don't die here at least, but we don't have enough mana to... We do actually die here, don't we? Oh, crap. Well... Oh, we do have a Spirit Guide. Oh, okay, I'm just dumb. It's fine. I'm just dumb. We're fine. I thought I had counted right, but, you know... There we go. Well, that was That was not a close game, but it was closer than it should have been because I'm just dumb. But we'll get here. So going into game 2, feeling good. 1 game 1, going up against Narthan. Good luck to my opponent, Narthan. So we've got a blue mana and 2 spirit guides with the Search, a Solemnity, and a Kaya's Guile. Well, if our opponent is playing a bunch of creatures and we can get a bunch of lands off this Search, we're good. I think I have to mulligan that. I don't love it. I don't love having to mulligan that, but I think I do. We've got Unlife, we've got Ad Naus, Nauseum, Spirit Guide, Search. We'll keep this. I'm going to bottom the Wrath because I don't know what my opponent's on yet. Just going blind, I think it's better to have Phyrexian Unlife. Opponent nearly passed through his turn. He's playing Tron. Okay. Well, we don't have much main board for this, but we do have some good sideboard options for it. Solemnity, actually, that doesn't buy us a whole lot because they can still kill it with Ugin and such, but it's something. We've got 3 lands now, but no black. Hallowed Fountain still isn't black, though, so we will pass through this turn, pass through their turn. Oh, Bluetron. Huh. Okay. Huh. Well, we have a better matchup against Bluetron. I wasn't really expecting to see it, though. I don't know what they have in hand. Do I try to run this Unlife out? Let's run out this Search. See if they want to counter it. They're 2 turns off of Tron at best. They've definitely got a counterspell. They're remanding it. Okay. Well, that happens. Remand is a good card. It's just an extra turn spell, but, you know. I have not played against Bluetron in the longest time, so it's really cool to see it. Opponent is a brewer, or something along those lines. Snow-covered island. So they've got islands and snow-covered islands. Interesting. They've reached 3 mana, which is usually when control decks are the happiest. I'm going to try and resolve this Search again. I'm just going to keep running this Search out. Okay. Search allows us to build up more value through the game than they will, hopefully. Since a lot of their top end isn't really deadly to us. Our Spreading Seas is going to be hilarious, because then they'll just be playing mono blue control. Well, there's their second Tron piece. They're just going to pass the turn back to us. Alright. We get to Surveil. Let's see what's on top. We've got a Seachrome Coast. That is not a black source. So yeah, we'll bin that. Hallowed Fountain is also not a black source. Well, let's Solemnity, see what they say about that. I suppose I should shock in this Hallowed Fountain since my life total doesn't matter. And I can keep up 2 mana to pay for something. They don't counter the Solemnity, which is interesting. So they're probably planning on countering the Phyrexian Unlife when it comes down. They Omen of the Sea, scry to draw. Let's see, what have they done? They scry 2 to the bottom and draw a card. Alright. Untap. We're going to yield through their turn. We're going to yield through their turn. Ugh. Oh, okay, Tron's online. They've got 9 mana. They are tapping out. This is the perfect time to get out of Phyrexian Unlife. Sundering Titan. That doesn't really bother us much. because we can still cast this Phyrexian Unlife. We untap, we get a Surveil. Do we bin this? Can we get non-lands? We only get non-lands with his Cantor. I still think we need black sources though, because our only win condition right now is Ad Naus, so yeah, we're just gonna have to bin that. Glacial Fortress, okay. So that works for us. Phyrexian Unlife. Can't die to damage, so we'll just pass. So our opponent shouldn't have many outs at this point. They have bounce spells to bounce the Phyrexian Unlife and when we're at negative life, but that should be just about it. River of Tears, okay. Ugin's a problem. Yep, okay. I think we just concede to that, actually. They're thinking. Let me double check the minus on this thing. Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. Let's see. So they plus it on our face. We might be able to kill the Ugin. We might be able to kill them before Ugin does anything if they don't realize that we're immortal right now. Ad Naus. Yeah, we're gonna bin that. Dovin's Veto. We could have used that turn earlier. Well, what do we do here? There's not much we can do. I think we just have to pass through. Hope they don't realize that the combo here. Looks like they don't yet. Or they just don't care and they're going to Ugin here. If they had just immediately -3'd, we would have conceded, but the fact that they haven't yet is what's the problem. Thirst for Knowledge, okay. They discard a Walking Ballista. And I've got plenty of mana. They can do a lot of things here, but I don't know that. Alright, there we go. Yep, now we concede. Yeah. That's what we needed to see. Because now we don't have an out. We needed at least one more turn, I think. What do we bring in here? So Spreading Seas obviously is good. Alpine Moon is obviously good. Is Detention Sphere good? Or Defense Grid is good. I think that's what we want to bring in. Dovin's Veto is good here. Search is okay. Kaya's Guile does nothing. Wrath of God does nothing. Gideon keeps us alive. Phyrexian Unlife Solemnity keeps us alive. Periphery Nodes doesn't. Alright, let's run it back like that. I would love to play first. Please and thank you. Alright, so we have the Spreading Seas. We have 2 mana. We've got the Solemnity Phyrexian Unlife combo. Hopefully we draw some fetch lands or some black mana this time. We'll keep this. Going first here makes the Spreading Seas better. And the extra draw will hopefully help us find some lands. We're a little land light in this hand, but that's okay. Oh, they're mulliganing down. They're mulliganed down to 4 cards at this point. So they might just concede. But they might keep it 4, who knows. They do. They keep it 4, okay. So we'll play a land and we will pass. I can hear my voice and I am slurring a lot of my words today. Not slurring, I'm rhoticizing. Not pronouncing my R's very well. Passing through their turn, there's nothing for us to do. They play a power plant, and we're just gonna spreading seas that right out the gate. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see, spreading seas. That's an island. You're welcome. I know that you wanted blue mana. So we get to draw a card, Ad Naus. Okay. We'll yield through turn. See what our opponent does here. They play a snow-covered island, 4 cards in hand, and tap out for a Talisman of Dominance. That's fortunate for us. So we are going to play crack Marsh Flats, grab... Arid Mesa can only grab Godless Shrine, so we need to grab Watery Grave here. I will play it untapped, and we're gonna get this Phyrexian Unlife while they're practically tapped out. So let's see, our opponent plays a normal island, an Azorius Guild Island. Sphinx of Foresight, okay. So that's not really a problem for us. I do wish we had a Spirit Guide that we could play here so that we could just Ad Naus and win, but I will get down this Solemnity. Play the Arid Mesa to grab a black source and yield through turn. So they get to scry 1 here. Oh, not yield through turn. Turn off auto yields. Yield until end step. There we go. They play a Blast Zone. Alright. Get in for 4 with their Sphinx, though it's probably pretty pointless if they can never get out an Ugin. They have 5 mana, so that's 3 turns down the line. We're going to crack this, grab a Godless Shrine. Godless Shrine, there you are. Tapped. And untap. Draw Gideon of the Trials. Well, let's Hallowed Fountain untapped. Run out Gideon. Eat a counterspell, I imagine. But they're down to 2 cards in hand, so... The Solemnity turning off their Blast Zone is interesting. I like it. Makes it so they don't have a whole lot of outs for the combo. They condescend. Alright. No, I will not pay. Thank you for asking, though. That's a nice art for it. I like the Mirrodin. I like the Mirrodin art for this one. The Mirrodin Vidalkins are really cool. I've always really liked the art style behind them. The Ravnican Vidalkins are pretty plain. Not really a big fan of them. Alright, we're gonna yield through this turn, yield until next instep for them. So they get to scry another 1 here. We've got 2 Ad Nauseums. They put 2 cards on the bottom and 1 card on top with the Sphinx. Okay, so 2 cards on the bottom with Condescend and 1 card on top with Sphinx. They play an Omen of the Sea. Scry 2, draw. They're doing a lot of scrying. They get a lot of card selection in this deck. I see where it's coming from. They've gotten a couple new pieces recently, and it does seem to help. So they scried 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And they're attacking us for 4. So we know that they have at least 1 card they really want, which will most likely be a counterspell. We untap Spirit Guide. Well, let's go ahead and run out Ad Naus. I imagine that it gets countered. But if they try to condescend for 1, we can pay for it. They remand, okay. Yep. That's probably a sign that they're going to find a hard counter here. They Omen of the Sea again. Just going to yield through the turn. We're tapped out. The slightly more controlling nature of this deck makes it fare better than I think normal Ad Naus Glass Cannon is. So they put one card on top, one card on bottom with their Omen. Which means it will be very hard to fight through and just resolve one of these Ad Nauseums, but hopefully we can. Hard control is definitely going to be a harder matchup for us, but ultimately the win condition is still a creature, so they have to eventually get out of Nugan in order to kill us. And without any Tron lands on board, I don't think that's super likely. So we are down to 2, even though our life total is irrelevant. Okay, so we have a Spreading Seas. We'll not play that yet. We're just going to run out another Ad Naus. Make them answer it. Oh, they don't answer it. Okay, so they must be going to answer the Lightning Storm. Yeah. Seemed like they must have been yielding. Let's see. Let's make sure we get our Spirit Guides and our Lightning Storm, and then we'll leave a couple cards on top. There's another Spirit Guide. So that's 3 Spirit Guides. Still no Lightning Storm or Spirit Guide. Okay. We don't have any Spirit Guides in exile. 3 Spirit Guides. Are we really gonna have to draw our entire deck? I think that's Lightning Storm. No, that's Sacred Foundry. That's our last Spirit Guide. There's Lightning Storm. Okay. So now we get to do this. Targeting you. Using that. That. Oh wait, cancel. Now we do that. Okay. Targeting you, that. Just in case we need to pay for something. Lightning Storm goes on the stack. Targeting my opponent. Why didn't it let us do things? What? Why didn't it let me do things? Alright, well we concede here, but I don't know why. It should have... Did I miss something? Alright, well we lose there, but I think that was my fault. I think that should have been an easy win there. I don't know why it didn't let me activate Lightning Storm. Is there something tricky on MTGO I need to know about that? We're gonna find that out later. Okay, so we'll keep this. This is a good hand. Good luck to my opponent. Elevate 41. Well, against the blue Tron deck, I think we actually could have won that overall. I think I'll have to look back at that, but I think that must have been my fault somewhere along the lines. Either I hit okay or didn't click something right. I've only ever played Ad Naus in paper. I've not played it on MTGO, so there might be some interface thing that I don't understand. It's very likely, actually. They sleight a hand. Okay. Scalding turn. So it looks like they might be some kind of storm deck. They sleight a hand again. Yep, they look like a storm deck. We will untap and draw Solemnity. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and run out Search. Hopefully we can find a blue mana off this Search. If not, we can Serum Visions, hoping to find one as well. So they play a Mountain, Goblin Electromancer. That's kind of what I expected. We untap, we Surveil with Search. We don't want the Spirit Guide, but we do need to remember that it's there. It's in the graveyard. Okay, Arid Mesa, we'll take that. So we will play and crack that. We're going to need a... Oh, Solemnity turns off Lightning Storm, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, I don't understand. Anyway, so we get a Hallowed Fountain here. Untapped. We're gonna Serum Visions. Bottom. We're gonna Serum Visions. Bottom. I think I still bottom. I suppose I need the black. Put on top. Wouldn't run out of Periphery Nodes because we have the extra and we want to kill this Electromancer. It's times like this where I wish this were a the snow one. The snow mana chained to the rocks, whatever that's called. On Thin Ice. I wish that were on Thin Ice at this exact moment, but that's about it. Or Path. I don't really want them to have an extra land though. So I suppose On Thin Ice is really what I wish that were. But it generally is better against decks that just run a lot of creatures out because Periphery Nodes kills a lot of creatures over a period of time. But when we're playing against something like Storm that only has one real creature that they need, killing one creature and then Periphery Nodes dying makes it a worse On Thin Ice. On Thin Ice at least has the advantage of killing it the same turn it comes down, not waiting. They repeal. Do I pay for it? Oh no, I can't pay for it. I'm thinking of a different thing. Yeah, I don't have any responses to that. They get another Electromancer out. Okay. So we Surveil. We specifically decided we wanted that. So we get to, let's see. Start by Serum Visioning. Phyrexian Unlife. I like that. That at least makes it so our opponent needs a higher storm count. We'll put these two on bottom though. And we'll play and crack that. Grab a... Do we want Godless Shrine? No, I think we want Watery Grave untapped. Yeah. We're going into our own life pocket a little bit, but we are up to 22 life now, and next turn we go infinite life, so shouldn't really be a problem. They attack in for 4. That's alright, that doesn't really do anything against us, we don't care. Unless they repeal our Phyrexian Unlife, that's just... Repealing Phyrexian Unlife is really a danger in this matchup, but they've already used a repeal. They gifts Ungiven. Alrighty then. Yeah. Are we just dead here is the question. They're gifts Ungivening at sorcery speed, which is interesting. Which means they definitely think they can go off here. We're gonna bin whatever rituals they put in. Yeah, so Grape Shot and Past in Flame. So yeah, we're gonna bin the rituals. Let's see, put 2 cards in L. Yeah, so these 2. What that does is it forces them to have the mana this turn. If we put the rituals in their hand, then they could use those rituals to cast Past in Flames. They've got 1, alright. That gives them enough to cast Past in Flames and other things, so I think we're just dead here. It depends on how high they can get the storm count. Okay, they're going to Grape Shot initially for 3, alright. Yep. Can I not yield? It won't let me auto yield. And they pass the turn. Alright, well, getting into the trials on top. It doesn't really do anything. We can't get it out this turn, but it is a way. It is a secondary Phyrexian Unlife that they have to answer. But they can just kill it, so I think I bin it. And yes, I will transform this Kanta, and I will draw Dovin's Veto. Ooh, that's spicy. That's a spicy enchilada. Seachrome Coast enters tapped. That's unfortunate. So the question becomes, do we want to Spirit Guide out this Solemnity so that we'll be able to hold up Veto? What do we counter? If we can, what do we counter? Because we can't counter Grape Shot. Because it copies anyway. I don't think there's anything we can counter anyway, so I think we just Solemnity and hope for the best. Solemnity, Periphery Nodes, hope for the best. Oh, I suppose we can actually still hold it. Oh, they just scoop. They scoop in response to the Solemnity. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. What do we want to do here? Aegis of the Gods, Defense Grid. That's okay, so just Aegis of the Gods. Maybe Greater Oromancy as well in order to protect Phyrexian Unlife. Yeah. We don't really want Detention Sphere, even though it's really good if they get out like a Brawl or 2 Goblin Electromancers. It's just, it's slow. Dovin's Veto doesn't do a lot. We were just thinking about it. There's nothing we can really counter that matters. Wrath of God is pretty slow. Kaya's Guile we want to keep in because it does buy us a turn. Gideon is a little easy to answer. I think we keep it in anyway and we pull a Sleight of Hand. And we'll submit it back like that. So anyway, so we're up a game now. We've got an Aegis, we've got a Sleight of Hand, we've got Periphery Nodes, we've got a couple things going on here. Seachrome Coast, Hallowed Fountain. We've got really good Azorius mana. I think we keep this. Yeah, I think we keep this. I'm not feeling confident, but I don't know what better hand we could have on the draw. Fortunately, we won our game 1, which means we'll be on the play on game 3 if we lose here, so that puts us in a really good position. Alright, they're gonna pass. We get another Seachrome Coast. We'll slide a hand here. Oh my god, the flood is real. I guess we grab Hallowed Fountain. I don't know what else we would do here. We're just gonna yield through their turn. There's nothing we can do with the tapped Seachrome Coast. Well, for a relatively full-color deck, Esper, really we need 3 colors, but for a practically full-color deck, having this much of 2 colors is kind of hilarious. And we're flooding it. We're flooding with this much. Okay, there's a Watery Grave. That's something. We're not going to cast it just yet. We're just going to run this Aegis of the Gods out. We're down to just a Periphery Nodes in hand. Oh, the flood is real. I know we kept a kind of land-heavy hand, but getting 2 lands off sleight of hand and then drawing 2 lands naturally, that's just... that's a kick, you know, that's hard. So they have a Breeding Pool and 2 Steam Vents. They're down to 13 mana, and they get out of Brawl. Okay. Well, we can run out a Periphery Nodes to hopefully deal with that in a timely manner, but we shall see. We untap, we draw... Gideon. Well, we're still running out the Periphery Nodes, but I like to see Gideon. We're going to play that tapped. We're going to play the Periphery Nodes. No point in attacking, so we'll just pass through the turn. We will not attack, thank you. Don't really want to lose this Aegis of the Gods for no value. They play a Breeding Pool untapped. Play Goblin Electromancer. Gonna get in for 1, we'll let him. Alright, we get to kill Baral with the Periphery Nodes. And we untap, that's interesting. Okay. I think we run out this Glacial Fortress, and we'll play the Gideon, plussing on Electromancer. I don't think we need to 0 yet. I don't think we're that close to dead. I might be wrong. We might be dead here, I don't know. But the fact that they haven't Gifts Ungiven yet tells me that they probably don't have it. Because they would have Gifts Ungiven if they had it right there in response to the Periphery Nodes. They play another Brawl. Alright. Periphery Nodes, triggers, kills Brawl. Alright, we're gonna plus on the Electromancer. Once again. Because again, it does not look like they have it. And they didn't even play a land there. We're gonna run out the Solemnity. See if they have a counterspell. They have a Remand. Alright. We'll play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Probably should have played a Plains untapped or something along those lines just to play around Spell Pierce. But I didn't think about it. Truthfully. They are down to 7 mana. I mean 7 life. 4 mana. Let's see what they're doing here. We look a lot like a prison deck right now. Like a blue, some kind of Esper prison deck. They play their 3rd Brawl. Wow. They definitely had a... If they had 3 Brawls in hand, I think I would have kept it. You know? Because the odds of me doing something like this are just so low. So I'm going to sleight a hand again. Greater Ormancy. That's very nice. Do I just run out Greater Ormancy? Let's play land. Let's run it out. Let's run it out, see what they do. Awesome. Aegis of the Gods. has Shroud now. And Periphery Nodes. And I get to plus on Goblin Electromancer. I'm not going to run out the Solemnity because I'm sure they have a negate in hand or something along those lines. They're down to 5 life. And I pass turn. I'm representing a counterspell myself, but I don't have one. They just don't know that yet. Alright, they get to Ritual. Are we dead here? I haven't zeroed the Gideon, which is probably greedy of me. Trying to produce a clock, but it's probably pretty greedy of me not to have zeroed the Gideon yet. I was kind of hoping that they would run out of creatures. Past in Flames. Alright, that happens. So they have an awful lot of Storm. Relative, anyway. They can Pyretic Ritual here again, make some mana. Yep. Not a whole lot they can do with it, considering they need a lot more blue than they have. Yep, they Serum Visions. Storm count 3. Oh, yeah, no, 4. Storm count 4. They topped 2, that's bad for us. They Ritual again, Storm count 5. Storm is showing up now. So we might just be dead here. I might have been too greedy. I might have should have zeroed the Gideon at some point. Storm count 6. They have to get Storm count 19 here, so that's still quite a lot. Manamorphose. But they might have it. I don't know. Having Manamorphose in graveyard now is really crucial for them because now they're able to transfer all the red mana into blue mana practically. They're able to transfer 1 red mana into blue mana anyway. Storm count 9 is bad. Manamorphose, yep. Not even with flashback, so yeah, I think we're dead here. We need to see Storm count 19, and then we need Storm count 18, and then we need to see the Grip Shot. But they get to look at so many cards at this point. I can't imagine they don't have it. Alright, they crack the Flooded Strand, grabbing a Snow-Covered Island. Past in Flames again for no value. Desperate Ritual, or to hit the other Manamorphoses, right? My bad. I forget that it doesn't act retroactively. But Storm count 15 now. 16, 17 is... So they can get up to 17, which is not lethal. With just what they have. Okay, Manamorphose gets them up to 18, which is lethal, so now we just need to see the Grape Shot. Alright, that's Storm count 18. So now we just need to see the Grape Shot. Do you have an opponent? Have you found the Grape Shot in the top half of your deck? Empty the Warrens. I'm actually... Those things don't have haste. Can I just... I can't... It won't let me auto-yield for some reason. I just want to auto-yield through the Empty the Warrens. So, summoning sick infinite power goblins. 38 goblins does not necessarily kill me. If I can top a Phyrexian Unlife here, then they can have all the goblins in the world and it won't kill me. Which is why I'm not scooping yet. They only have 1 mana as well, and we have Greater Oromancy, so it's... okay. Periphery Nodes does nothing here. Oh, right, now we're dead. Right, yeah, now we're dead. Because they can attack us with 29 and still kill Gideon. Yeah, okay, now we're dead. But we needed to see it. Zeroing Gideon earlier wouldn't have saved us, so, you know. Didn't realize they were going to bring in Empty the Warrens. I would have brought in a Detention Sphere if I thought they were. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Alrighty then. Well, what do we take out for the D sphere? Kaya's Guile is still actually rather nice. Search is still rather nice. All the things are still rather nice. Aegis shutting off Grape Shot is nice. I guess we cut another sleight of hand. I don't like that because I like the card selection, but I think that's what we have to do. So we actually can shut off pretty much all of their win conditions, which we saw there. If we had just drawn a Phyrexian Unlife, they would have no win conditions and we would win eventually. We will keep this. This is a good enough hand. We've got 2 black, we've got Slight, we've got Phyrexian Unlife, we've got Ad Naus, Gideon. It's a good hand. You see the point I'm trying to make. It's a good hand. I'm going to play this, untap, slide a hand. Periphery Nodes or Marsh Flats? Periphery Nodes or Marsh Flats? I think I take Periphery Nodes. I have the black I need, so Marsh Flats isn't super irrelevant. Yield through. Yield through. They play Ace, Spire Bluff Canal. Slide a hand themselves. Jinx. They owe me a cola. Alrighty then. We're not going to play the Periphery Nodes into Nova just for it to die, so we'll play the Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass. Going first here is nice. I like it. Getting Phyrexian Unlife is nice. Gideon's, Ad Naus's, all those things are nice. I imagine we're going to see a Goblin Electromancer Brawl. That's the same thing. Ooh. Only 1 white mana. God damn. God dang. God dang. We'll run out this Periphery Nodes. Play the Watery Grave tapped because there's no value in playing it untapped, and pass through. And pass through. They play a Scalding turn, crack it, grabbing a Steam Vents untapped. Yup. Let's see what they're casting while they still have their Brawl. They could run out an Electromancer here, but they're just gonna Ritual. Are they gonna kill us here? That's 2 Rituals. Alright. Metamorphose. If they have the kill here, I mean, good on them. Gifts ungiven. Okay, we're gonna bin the... yeah, we have to bin the Rituals, period. That's all we can do. If we're dead here, we're dead here, and I'm gonna be impressed. Turn 3 kill for Storm is rare, but it does happen. Let's see. Bin the Metamorphose, bin Pyretic Ritual. Yep, they've got lots and lots of mana. They're Grape Shotting for 6. Okay, so they don't have lethal here, is what they're saying here. saying by that. They opt. They should have opted first. Dealt 1 more damage. Well, I mean, they could... They could do some more things. They shouldn't have just... Unless they're planning on killing us somehow right now. They shouldn't have... Grape shot just yet. Well, they're gonna kill us right now. Yeah, they're gonna cast the grape shot, and we're dead. Once grape shot goes in the stack, I concede. They do realize we're dead, right? I think I just concede here. There's nothing we can do. All right, that happened. You know, we were really close against Storm. That was just way too damn close. I would like to play first, yeah. And I mean, Storm is one of those decks where you have to have the answer. They aren't interacting with you. You have to interact with them. But I don't even think Tron could beat a turn 3. I don't think anything could beat it. I don't think a lot could beat a turn 3 Storm win. Let's see. Do we keep this? I think we keep this. Going in blind, we keep this. Because we have some selection to try and find the Phyrexian Unlife so that we can do rather well. And then we have Periphery Nodes to hopefully deal with some creatures. Anyway, good luck to my opponent, Jordy, 1989. How old would that make him? 1131? Good luck to my 31-year-old opponent. Alright, so we will run at this Hallowed Fountain untapped, and we will slide a hand. Ooh. We've got a black mana. We've got 3 mana. We take Kai's Guile. For now, anyway. Yield through a turn, yield through their turn. See what they want to do here. See what they are doing here. Urza's power plant. Yep, Tron. Okay. Not much we're going to do about that. They didn't have a artifact to transfer their mana into green, though, so that's interesting. Or at least not a expedition map / star effect, chromatic effect. Well, our life total is not super relevant, most likely, so I'm going to crack this now. Grab the Water Grave, because Arid Mesa can only grab Godless Shrine. Yes, I will pay 2. Play the search. Pass the turn. So... oh, do they just have natural Tron? That would be bad. That would be a sad day for me. Chalice of the Void on 1. Alright. That doesn't really do a whole lot against us. Do we want to bin the Flooded Strand? Yeah, let's bin the Flooded Strand. It does turn off our Serum Visions, which is sad. Turns off our Periphery Nodes, which we couldn't use anyway. Looks like they're going to be Eldrazi Tron, though, so that's important to know. I'm going to play this, not crack it, and I'm just going to pass through the turn. Representing Kai's Guile as a way to deal with, you know, something. If they play a Thought Knot here, I can Kai's Guile on the stack. Make him sack it, draw the extra card, and... Alright, so Thought Knot, trigger on the stack. Gonna go ahead and... Yep, crack that. Didn't mean to pay the mana first. I forgot that I had to crack that first. So we're gonna get a... No, Godless Shrine. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Kaya's Guile. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. You gain full life. Or create a 1/1 blocker. I think create a 1/1 blocker. Reason we're doing this with Thought Knot on the stack is because I expect that they were going to take it. Though now they do get to see my Ad Naus, which is unfortunate. But they were going to take the Kaya's Guile. This way we come out with the Spirit and they come out with nothing. They come out without a Thought Knot. It does make the Thought Knot better, but it makes it so that the board state is better for us. They pass the turn. We get to surveil what's on top. Watergrave. I guess we don't put that into our graveyard. We'll play it tapped and play a Solemnity. And we're not going to get in with the Spirit because it's just a blocker. It's just here to block a Reality Smasher. Not a Reality Smasher, that has trample, but you know what I mean. Block something. Block a Thought Knot Seer, etc. They're going to drop another Thought Knot? Okay. We don't really have anything new in hand. In fact, we have nothing new in hand. But, you know, you do you. Don't know what they take here. They're all good options. They take Solemnity. And pay us the turn. We get a peek at our top card. It is... What is it? Flooded Strand. No, we won't bend Flooded Strand because we do need 5 mana. We will bend any more lands we get, though. We can run the Serum Visions into the Chalice just to get another card in our graveyard, so that we definitely flip Search. Yeah, I think we do that. For no value, we're going to play the Serum Visions just to flip the Search next turn. Because that way we'll have the extra land and we'll have the ability to look through a couple more cards in our library. Obviously not attacking. I suppose we didn't need to grab the Flooded Strand. We could have been the Flooded Strand, knowing that we were going to flip Search next turn. But, yeah, whatever. Not thinking ahead. Alright, they get to play Mind Stone here. Tapping the Eldrazi Temple for some reason. Not that they were going to draw any cards, so they knew what was in their hand. They Whooping Wail our Spirit. Okay. That's fine, I guess. It does push up our need to get a Phyrexian Unlife out, though. I guess we'll take Sacred Foundry. Because we have 2 of all of our colors, so getting red here is valuable. We get a peek at our top card. Is it Phyrexian Unlife? It is not. Do we want Ad Nauseum? I don't even think we can bin Ad Naus. I think we have to, though. We have 1 in exile. We have 1 on top. It's unlikely we'll find another one, but with this search, I think we have to bin it. I think we have to. Gideon of the Trials. That's useful. That's what I call useful. Tap that for whatever. Get out Gideon. Plus it on Thought Knot. Can't activate his Kanta, but, you know, not dying to this Thought Knot Seer is more important. That buys us a couple turns, because now they have to play another creature, and they have to kill Gideon. Or they have to, kill us with the other creature, at least. This looks like a Reality Smasher. Please say no. Nope, that's a Reality Smasher. Alright, so they get to kill Gideon right here, or just put us down to 2 life. Either of which is bad. If you didn't know. If you didn't know, that's bad. We'd be dead if we hadn't drawn the Gideon, though, so I mean... Alright, so we need a untap land here, or... Not that. Okay, we're dead. There's nothing we can draw, because even if we grab Phyrexian Unlife, we can't cast it. Wrath of God, yeah, there's nothing we can... Alright, concede. Okay, okay, what do we do about this? Well, Periphery Nodes is real bad against Chalice on 1. Spreading Seas is interesting. Anything else interesting? I think that's all that's interesting. Detention Sphere is an extra removal spell, which is something. Yeah, let's bring that in. And we will cut a veto for it. Should we cut both vetoes and bring in an Alpine Moon? It's hard for us to cast an Alpine Moon, but we can cast it off as a Spirit Guide or fetching into a Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I mean, an early Alpine Moon will really screw them up. So I think we have to. For the memes. For the memes. So let's see how this goes. I would love to play first, please and thank you. Ooh, whole combo in hand. Not a lot of lands, but we do have the combo. We have so many solemnities. Do I keep this? I'm having a really hard time deciding if I keep this. I don't think I do. It's too easy to answer with Thought Knot. A 2/2 Thought Knot would rip that hand apart. We'll keep this one, though. This is a lot better. A lot more resilient, I should say. We've got the Kaya's Guile. We've got a lot of things. We will keep this binning a Serum Visions. Play Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Serum Visions. Alpine Moon. I like that. Do we want the Marsh Flats? I don't think we do. So we put that on bottom, put that on top. Pass turn. So we're going to name Eldrazi Temple with Alpine Moon. It is more and they have an Eldrazi Temple, so I mean that's another sign, right? But it's more consistently, it taps from multiple mana. Yep, just making sure that Alpine Moon does what I think it does, and it does. So we'll Alpine Moon, naming Eldrazi Temple. I have caps lock on apparently. Eldrazi Temple and pass. The one of fun of Alpine Moon meme card that we brought in from the sideboard. I like it. Okay. Urza's mine. But that just taps for one colorless right now. And they play Chalice on 1. Okay. That does nothing against our current hand. We draw Spirit Guide. Okay. Well, we're going to play the Search, so we'll play the Watergrave tapped. Just in order to get as many multicolored lands out as possible. Our mana is working out really well this game. I'm liking it. It's we're doing really good on mana. I like that. We've had a couple games so far where mana's been tough, but so this one's feeling nice. I'm liking it. So they play a Wastes, which is noticeably not a Tron land, and a Walking Ballista X1. We get to Surveil. Let's see what's on top. Serum Visions, can't cast that. And we draw Gideon. I like Gideon. Do you like Gideon? Everyone likes Gideon. Gideon's a friend. They are a turn away from Reality Smasher, so I can plus Gideon first. So I can play Gideon and plus him on the Walking Ballista without too much concern about just getting blown out, like I did last game. Just plus on that Walking Ballista. And yield through. And yield through. Nothing I can do here. Another Eldrazi Temple. Oh, I got so lucky with the Alpine Moon. There's a Thought Knot. A couple turns too late. I imagine it's a Thought Knot. I don't know what else they have on 4. Yeah, Thought Knot. I imagine they take Kaya's Guile here, but that's fine. Yep. And they pass. So we get another peek at the top of our library. What do we got? This search is doing so much work. Yeah, we don't need another land, I don't believe. And we can naturally draw a D-Sphere. Alright, so I'm going to plus on Thought Knot and hope they play. No, because if they play another Thought Knot, I lose D-Sphere anyway. Alright, so I guess I just D-Sphere now. I don't see why not. I get a draw out of it too, so that's nice. What do they have to ask if we'll use the ability? Ooh, Ad Naus. I like Ad Naus. Okay. So I'll plus on Walking Ballista. Next turn, hopefully we can find a land. Or I suppose we don't need one with Spirit Guide, so we're good. We need a black source, though, so that's a problem. If we can find a black source, we can zero the Gideon and Ad Naus for the win, which would be awesome. Haven't gotten to use Gideon yet for it. There's another Thought Knot, though, which is too bad. Nope, that's a KGC. KGC does not do much against us at all, actually, which is great. They can tutor out a Pithing Needle that they probably can't cast unless they have a land in hand. If they get out the Pithing Needle and turn off my Gideon this turn, that's a problem. I imagine they're grabbing Pithing Needle. They might grab Liquid Metal Coating to start blowing up lands, which would also be rude. Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. Okay. That's a new one. Not super scared of that, actually. Then again, I'm not familiar with that new tech, so it might be something I should be scared of. Spreading Seas, all right. Let's Spreading Seas the Urza's Mine, see what happens. See what we draw. They're a long way off of ever getting accelerated. Well, here's the problem. Do we plus 1 Gideon, turn something off, or do we need to 0 him? Make them kill Gideon. Well, if they kill Gideon, the 0 won't matter. The +1 might. I think that's what we have to do. I think that's the only thing we can really do. They could grab Pithing Needle here, and then egg on my face. But I'm pretty sure they're just gonna kill Gideon. So I don't remember what Sky Sovereign says. I know they brought it in. I know that a lot of Eldrazi Tron players replaced their Microsoft Lattice with it. Okay, so they're grabbing Pithing Needle here. So egg on my face. No liquid metal coating. Okay. That does make it hard for us to win. That makes it really hard for us to win. Oh, they're blowing up Alpine Moon? They can't kill Alpine Moon, because Walking Ballista can't deal damage. What? What? I think they meant to click on a land and they misclicked. That's the only thing I can come up with. Phyrexian Unlife, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, we'll run that out. Phyrexian Unlife. I think they forgot that I had plussed on the Walking Ballista. I think they're trying to hit 5 mana for a Reality Smasher, and they were gonna kill my Alpine Moon with their Walking Ballista, and then forgot that I had plussed on the Walking Ballista, so they decided not to plus on the Alpine Moon. I think that's what happened. Or they just misclicked and meant to click on a land. They hit Alpine Moon again. It is once again an artifact. It is now a 1/1 artifact creature. They Sky Sovereign. So let me take a look at this. Crew 3. When it enters or attacks, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, so they're going to kill Alpine Moon with the Sky Sovereign. Alright. So it essentially has a lightning bolt strapped to it. But it's Cruise 3, so I mean, that's going to be hard for them. They do have relatively infinite mana, though. Now. And we're just looking for a black source. We will bin that. We will not flip his contact because we need a black source, not a blue source. And the additional searches are nice. That is still not helpful. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and plus on the Sky Sovereign, I think. I think that's really what we got here. So our current only out is, I assume they're going to start blowing up lands now. So our current only out is that they don't blow up our Water Grave. We get a black source. We use the Spirit Guide to cast Ad Naus, leave 1 card on top, draw that 1 card next turn, and then use that turn to Lightning Storm. Alright, so they are playing a Ugin here, and I think we're dead. Because Ugin -3 finishes it off. That does it too. Let me see, they get Free Thought Knot. Well, let's see. I guess we should have flipped the search anyway. Yeah, no, we're done here. We're done. That was that. There's nothing else we can do. Well, that was that. Not much we could do about that at that point. We were in it. We had 3 good turns to find a black source or a fetch land. Either of those, and we would have won. But without a black source or a fetch land, we were just sitting there waiting. I don't have anything to do till turn 3. Not happening. I will keep this though. Phyrexian Unlife, Ad Naus, Sim Visions. Gonna bin the Kaya's Guile, I think. Because Gideon is an extra Unlife. In case they have Inquisition. Spirit Guide lets me get out Unlife early. So I top that and I will bottom the land. Excuse me. Alrighty then, let's see what our opponent has here. Good luck to my opponent, TGI Wisted, by the way. They play an untapped island. Well, we get to Seachrome Coast and Phyrexian Unlife. Do they really have a... Oh, okay. I was like, do they really have a Spell Pierce? That would be sad. I would be sad if they had a Spell Pierce there. It's pretty hard for a lot of decks to deal with a turn 2 Phyrexian Unlife, so hopefully this is one of those decks. But it looks like they're playing control, so, you know, that's bad. We're going to Water Grave tap to not do anything. I imagine they're playing blue-white control. It looks like blue-white control. In testing, blue-white control is probably our worst matchup. Yep, Celestial Colonnade tapped. So I'm not really looking forward to this. Ooh, Solemnity, I like that though. So let's Gideon of the Trials. Make him have the answer. They petty theft the Unlife. Okay. That's not an answer. How much does this cost to activate? 5. So we might as well emblem here. Because there's nothing to plus on. They play another Colonnade tapped. They Vendilion click on our draw step, which is just rude. Vendilion click having flash is very rude, just in general. So, I assume they take Unlife here, but they might take Ad Naus. We're black source away from casting Ad Naus. Okay, so they do. But they're tapped out, so I do get to get out this Unlife with no competition. And we get to plus on that click, play a Marsh Flats, pass the turn. At the moment, it will be very hard for our opponent to kill us. Which is nice. We've got a lot of things that say we can't die. Let's grab the Godless Shrine. We've got a lot of blue, so yeah, Godless Shrine. And untap. Periphery Nodes, I like that. Let's plus on the click again. Play Periphery Nodes. See if they want to counter it. Reason I'm playing this now, even though they only have a Vendilion Click, is because I imagine their intended play is to counter anything threatening. If I don't play anything threatening, they'll Brazen Borrower. So they're deciding on if Periphery Nodes counts as threatening, even though it doesn't actually do much against their deck. It just plays well against their Brazen Borrower here. Cryptic? That looks like Cryptic Mana to me. Yep. Counter target spell, draw a card. Okay. So we get to Solemnity, which they know about, but I imagine they're going to Cryptic bounce the combo at some point, which is why, one of the reasons why this this is one of our worst matchups. Just the fact that they have both Petty Theft, Cryptic Command, and the Teferis, both Teferis, means that our Unlife Solemnity combo is not likely to stick very long. After sideboarding, I think we just pull Solemnity out entirely. Wrath of God. They can start firing up their colonnades. Colonnade is a 4/4. I guess I keep plussing on the Vendilion Click. I don't know what else I do here. They field me, strip mine check, and I fail. I fail the strip mine check because I do not have non-basic swamps. I only have basic. I only have non-basic swamps. I don't have any basic swamps. So that's bad. Well, yep, this is just one of our worst matchups, I think. We need to probably have a basic swamp in the deck. Yep, they fire up the colonnade. Get in it, Gideon, I imagine. Gideon, yep. Wasn't much I could do about that, but now we at least get to wrath away the Brazen Borrower and the Vendilion Click. They still have the Celestial Colonnades, but what are you going to do? We're hard flooding out. And there's a Teferi. There's little Teferi, 3 fairy. They can bounce something if they want, and we will recast it into a counterspell. If we get a sleight of hand, we'll sleight of hand first. I know there's no point in getting Phyrexian Unlife even. I think we're just done here. But let's just show them that we've got more than one Phyrexian Unlife. Show off a little bit. They Mystic Sanctuary, grab Cryptic, put it on top of their library. And then I imagine Cryptic this. That's Cryptic Mana. Counter draw. Well, did you ever think about Phyrexian Unlife 2? Yeah. Take it. We have no win cons anymore. I don't know why I'm playing this though. I think we're dead. Notice that turns off of our non-sleight of hand cantrips. Yeah, and we're going to call that. We're going to call that. We've got some stuff in the sideboard for this. That'll help. We've got defense grids, which are nice. We've got detention sphere, which might be nice. Alpine moon might be nice. We can turn off the celestial colonnades. Greater Oromancy helps us keep our combos intact. I think we leave out Alpine Moon. It doesn't do much. It doesn't do much. Wrath of God doesn't do much. Periphery Nodes doesn't do much. Serum Visions is kind of a liability within our set. We'll run it back like that. I would love to play first, please, and thank you. Don't love this hand, but I will keep it. We've got a Dovin's Veto. We've got a Sleight of Hand. We've got a Simian Spirit Guide. We've got an Ad Naus. I guess we take Gideon. I can actually get this Gideon out next turn if I want. Solemnity. I'm glad I didn't grab Solemnity with Sleight of Hand then. Grab a... Guess I grab a Godless Shrine. Yeah, let's get this Gideon out now, I think. Did they have the Spell Pierce? Nope, opt. Okay. We have 2 for 2, getting out Gideon before they can even cast a 2-mana counterspell. So that's been nice. Looks like they might be digging for land. They found it. Main phase opt screams desperation. Land. Solemnity. Get in for 4 with the Gideon. Do they have a path? Why do they even have path? I thought they would take the paths out. Well, we get A planes and we pass. Don't know why they would leave the paths in. But I guess they made the right call. They failed to ruin the Godless Shrine. Yep. And was so far off of casting Ad Naus. I think we need to... Yeah, we're done. We're scooping. I'm done here. Done here. Alright, what do we think? What do we think about this? Not good things. I do not think good things right now. The combo turns were great. The combo turns just felt like normal Ad Naus. It was great. We did actually do pretty decently. We grinded a lot better than traditional Ad Naus does. A lot of things didn't really feel super great. Our mana felt bad a lot of the times. I feel like I needed a basic swamp and probably cut one of my 4 hallowed fountains here for another Godless Shrine. Because I've got a lot of white and black mana things that I needed to be able to cast. Ad Naus being double black is a thing. I might play traditional Ad Naus on this channel at some point. I'm a big fan of the deck. I think it's really good. I like to see it played. So if I get around to it, I might play that on the channel. Actually have, as you can see, a budget Ad Naus version over here. Most of the hits go to the sideboard. I even have the one tosses. Yeah, so I might play this. I might play this at some point. It's in roughly the same budget range, kinda. And it might just be better. It's definitely going to be faster. I feel like I need to figure out how Lightning Storm works on MTGO. Because it was weird that it didn't let me activate it. I might have just clicked through. I'll need to look back at that, see what I do wrong. Overall, I think it's fun. I think a less budget version, say like this one over here, might be better. The Teferis would be nice. Overall, it looks similar. I think I would change these out for On Thin Ice and grab some snow-covered basics. And the mana over here is just as bad, if not worse. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. That's what I'm thinking. Overall, it was still a good deck. I still liked it quite a lot. Yeah. That's the long and short of it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love all of you. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the future. Okay, bye-bye.